is the running back. And Booth gets a touch on first down and a little cutback
of Ole Miss, and check their run game discipline.
To the in route.
All start. Offense number 51. 5-yard penalty. Still third down.
It's empty backfield now for Van Buren. A four-man rush, and he's intercepted. Ole Miss with an early takeaway by Chris Barnett. One. He's now on the Ole Miss staff, and now Jeff Levy. And a deep ball down the sideline. Caught!
This ball down the field and loosen up this defense.
Booth has had a fantastic season, nearing 800 yards for the second straight. And this time it's...
And you're just moving around. Pete Golding can get real creative on these down and distances.
That was Kevin Coleman in motion. Van Buren fires to the outside. Van Buren gives him a chance here. And Booth spins his way into attack on 4 through the air. Another chance this time to the perimeter. 0 for 2 on third down today. Four-man rush. Van Buren swings it out to Booth. Gets the sideline. And that's a miss.
Up the first down. Nice poise by Van Buren.
Coleman, their leading receiver, motion out. Here's Booth again. And Booth gets gobbled up after picking up. Coleman in motion again, looking for his first touch. Here it is. Swing out to one of the best receivers in the SEC, but he can't. They're down 7 for Michael Van Buren. And he's going to try to use his legs. Throws on the run. End zone shot into.
Coleman in the slot at the top of the screen. Maybe matched up against a safety one-on-one.
That was Kramer in motion. And a crossing route complete indeed, and room to run for Kevin Coleman to the pylon. Yeah, that was the real mayor of Oxford, Robin Tannehill, handing off the honorific to him. Swing pass to Johnny Daniels, lowered his shoulder. And
that can compete with any team in the FBS. It's really the interior of this team that really they need to go to work on.
Country and third down conversions. Coleman in motion. Van Buren looking for him over the middle. Caught again, and it's a first down.
Work his way through the second level through that zone coverage, and then putting a nice ball right on him.
Play action. Van Buren going deep down the sideline. It is hauled in over.
One-on-one.
Van Buren's thrown for 116, allowed to that total on a pitch to the edge for Traore, and the ball pop.
For Mississippi State, they dodged a big mistake.
Van Buren keeps it, cuts inside, and dives for the goal. The renewal of that great rivalry with a trip to Atlanta on the line. Michael Van Buren fakes the pass to the flat and gets caught in traffic, trying to find the edge. And
they're going to get Xavier Harris.
Personal foul, unnecessary
51.
Defense number 51 for laying it out of bounds. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
I don't think he was trying to maliciously take him out to the point where it's a personal foul.
We saw that call missed earlier this season in the defense. 2nd and 7, and that one's blasted. Coleman top of the formation. Here comes the house. Van Buren delivers to the edge. And
this game from an offensive perspective and how they're executing on the field.
He's outgained Dart through the air, 125 to 45. Another shot man coverage. And Kobe State since 1936. Johnny Daniels trying to find the edge. Missed with the still pick on their first possession. And a lot of room. Wants to throw. Lobs the end zone in the sunset.
3 is where you always start in these situations.
And didn't have time.
Been involved in here over the past couple of weeks.
Play action. Going deep again. Down the sideline again. Slip away late. To the ground game. Devon Booth. And he shoves his way to the
ball. You can best believe that's where they're going.
Van Buren gets chased out of the pocket again. And now we'll tuck it. And Van Buren out of the pistol. Hand off to the left side. And Devon Booth.
If he wants to go ahead and try and set the edge.
Play action. Sideline shot again. Little too. Johnny Daniels. Nowhere to go. They want to throw on 3rd and 1. And they get it. Pardon me, 3rd and 11. And they get it out to first down for Michael Van Buren. And a slant.
That would be huge.
To Devon Booth. And Booth has nowhere to go. Just Empty backfield for Van Buren. Quick hitter to the edge. Mosley turns in the field. An extra timeout with a 2-minute warning coming up.
Didn't offense. 5-yard penalty. Still fourth down.
Respond and kind of keep this young quarterback from getting hot. And he finds Coleman over the middle for a first down. The year you're there, things did not go well at Louisville, and now he's with State. And
the run game from A-gap to A-gap.
He's on QB run. No, it's a pop pass, and it is intercepted. Coleman and Akari, his best deep threats. This time they go to Coleman on a short one, and he and Allen at the edge of the D-line. Straight at him. And another quick one, and it's complete. To the ground, and Devon Booth. Throw 2 picks tonight. They stick with the.
It looks like maybe they switched the coverage.
Straight ahead. And stop short. Versions tonight. Make it 3. Von Mielen, Florida transfer. Play action. Van Buren. Comebacker. And
one, you have your choice.
Instead, they run it. And it's after the check, Van Buren hands it off, and Daniels into the play. 6 on the ground in this drive. Here's Van Buren. Pressured. Got away for a moment. Then
6 sacks on the season, best in FBS.
2nd and 18. To Akari. Quarterback directing the 10th play of this drive. Steps up in the pocket and stumbles forward. Freshman Michael Van Buren at quarterback. Leaves the pocket, delivers a. Make that 10 straight now with 5 catches for Coleman. Van Buren goes deep, puts plenty of air underneath it, but nearly 2. 2nd and 10. Van Buren trying to run with it, has 2 sacks tonight for Ole Miss. Steps into the throw and delivers on time to Devon Booth right there. Pressure coming. Van Buren, another one deep, got a man. It's Coleman, and it
was beat right at the snap.
Straight ahead, Von Booth bottled up after a pickup of maybe a foot. No lead. Got a lead blocker. They didn't pick him up, and Van Buren taken down
in the slot.
False start. Offense number 77. 5-yard penalty. Still 3rd down.
Van Buren delivers, and a straight out for Coleman.